the last couple of days problems where you're just going to plug in numbers and go to the calculator. As you can see, I'm starting in examples 4 and 5 by just writing out the formulas for you. Pi r squared. Okay, so it starts with pi. Pi is 3.14 in this problem. Now, radius squared. Remember, the radius is the distance from the center to the edge. As you can see in the way this is drawn, they've done what I told you would happen so many times. They've drawn it from edge to edge, meaning they gave you the diameter. So you've got to now convert this to the radius before you start. Well, if the distance all the way across is 10 millimeters, halfway would, of course, be 5 millimeters. So r is going to be 5 squared. And the height, well, the height, that's easy to see. That's this distance here. That's the 6 millimeter number. Okay, so you've got 3.14 times 5 squared times 6, which is the same as 3.14.
Are we still getting them points?
All right, so we've got 3.14 times 25 times 6. 3.14 times 25 times 6 is 471. And that's going to be millimeters cubed. Same basic thing in 5. The only thing they did to try and confuse you in 5, and it really shouldn't, is they took the cylinder and laid it down. Well, obviously, as you can see, that doesn't work too well because we like to think of the base as what it would be resting on. And it doesn't rest too well that way. So we need to think of the cylinder going that way. Okay, formula starts with pi, 3.14. Radius squared is going to be 3.5 squared. H is the height. Again, it's laying down. Think of it tipped up. The height would be the 16th. So you've got 3.14 times 3.5 squared times 16, which is 615.44. That's going to be centimeters cubed. All right, last one, you're using both of the formulas here. They're giving you blocks of identical types of cheese in this illustration, sold in different forms. One's a prism, one's a cylinder. And you're supposed to find which one has the greater volume. What? Okay. All right, so we'll start with the prism here. Again, prism is B times H. B is the area of the base, the 6 by 3 part there. 6 times 3 is obviously going to give me 18. Height, that's the height of the entire prism. That's the other number here, which is 2. So I'm doing 18 times 2, which is 36. And that's millimeters cubed. Now, over on the right side, I'm looking at the cylinder. Again, the cylinder is laying down, so if you have to, think of it as standing straight up. Regardless, the radius is still 1.5. That'll be 1.5 squared in the formula. Height height is that 6 millimeter number. And pi is still, of course, 3.14. So I've got 3.14 times 1.5 squared times 6, which is the same as 3.14 times 2.25 times 6, which is 42.39 millimeters cubed, which of course means the cylinder has a greater volume as that's the larger number.